Tonight, we'll embark on a gentle journey with Zen dreams, the silent waves, a soothing collection of stories to guide you into deep, restful sleep, where each tale whispers timeless joy to your heart. Picture an ocean cliff at twilight, where rugged stone meets the endless sea, its waves crashing below in a rhythmic dance of silver and indigo under the fading light of day. The air is salty, scented with the briny tang of the ocean and the faint musk of seaweed clinging to the rocks, each breath syncing with the sea's eternal song, a quiet call to peace that echoes through the horizon. Seagulls wheel overhead, their cries a distant melody blending with the waves, drawing you deeper into this moment's serene embrace. Your body rests heavily, as if the cliff's ancient stone cradles you, each exhale softening into the vast calm of now. Before you settle into a comfortable position, take a moment to support this channel with a like and subscription if it feels right for you. I'd love to know where you're listening from. Share in the comments below, connecting us across this boundless world. Now, let your body sink into whatever supports you. Take one deep breath with me now, and as you exhale, know that you've begun a journey that will carry you to timeless joy. Imagine a young rower named Mira who lives on a small island where the sea is both her home and her mystery. Raised by an old fisherman who found her adrift in a basket as a baby, Mira has grown skilled at weaving nets and rowing through the island's coves. But her heart carries a quiet ache. She yearns to know her origins, who her parents were, and why they left her to the sea. One twilight, as the sun dips below the horizon, Mira rows her small boat to the ocean cliff, its edge a jagged line against the sky, seeking answers in the vastness before her. Her breath quickens with longing, her hands gripping the oars as she whispers to the waves, "Who am I, truly?" From the cliff's shadow, a Zen monk named Tara emerges, her saffron robes fluttering in the sea breeze, her face serene as the twilight itself. Tara carries a small conch shell, its surface pearlescent in the fading light, her eyes meeting Mira's with a warmth that feels like the sun's last rays. "What do you seek, child of the sea?" Tara asks, her voice soft as the waves murmur. Mira hesitates, then replies, "I search for my origins. I need to know where I belong." Tara gazes at the ocean, its waves rolling without end. "Does the wave ask where it began?" she asks. Mira watches the sea, its currents a dance of mystery, and feels a flicker of understanding. Tara hands her the conch shell, its surface cool and smooth, its faint echo whispering the sea's song. "Embrace the unknown," Tara says, "for in searching, you'll find joy." Mira holds the conch, its echo grounding her longing softening as the sea's rhythm wraps around her. They sit together on the cliff, the twilight deepening, and Mira's heart begins to open, like the waves embracing the shore. That night, she dreams of an ocean where every wave sings of belonging, waking with a heart ready to journey deeper. The Buddha taught, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This Zen principle of embracing the unknown invites you to release the need to know all answers, finding joy in the journey itself, like a wave rolling without seeking its origin. Some traditions believe this requires meditative focus to anchor in the now, while others see it as a natural surrender to life's mystery. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The wave's endless flow, like an open heart, finds peace in not knowing, its rhythm a guide to timeless joy, like a seagull soaring without a destination, helping you sleep soundly and awaken with a curious spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's yearning for her origins mirrors your own when you search for answers. Perhaps a need to know your purpose, your past, or where you belong, like a rower seeking a shore she's never seen. The ocean cliff, where stone meets sea, is like embracing the unknown. It invites you to let go of the need for certainty, finding joy in the journey itself, like waves rolling without end, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with an open heart. Zen teaches that clinging to answers creates unrest, but surrendering to the mystery brings peace, like a seagull riding the wind without a map, allowing you to sleep with a lighter heart and rise with a curious spirit, as if the unknown is a friend. Tara's conch shell, echoing the sea, shows that joy begins with listening, breathing, feeling the moment. Its echo, a spark of wonder, like a single wave whispering your name. Her sea-lit presence, one with the ocean's rhythm, embodies a life of joyful surrender, each moment a wave in the vast sea, like seaweed dancing with the tide. The cliff's briny air, alive with seagulls, mirrors your capacity to embrace the unknown, each breath a chance to find joy in the mystery. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative presence to release the past, others the spontaneous joy of living without answers. Both paths lead to the same cliff. The unknown whispers joy, like an ocean calling you to peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the wave's rhythm, soft and endless, rolling through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a need for answers? Perhaps a longing to know, a question unanswered? Notice it gently, like a seagull's cry in the distance. What sensations stir? A restless mind, a heavy heart? Let them settle, like seaweed on the rocks. You might reflect on something you seek, as Mira did. What would it feel like to embrace the unknown, to find joy in this breath, like a wave rolling free? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like the sea's scent in the air. Imagine sitting with Tara, the conch shell in your hand, its echo grounding you. The ocean whispers, the unknown is joy. You are calm. Each breath is a chance to let go, to rest in life's mystery. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this joy into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The ocean cliff's twilight waves fade, and now you stand on a rocky shore just below, where a tidal pool shimmers in the last light of day, its surface a mirror of the fading sky, streaked with hues of violet and gold. Tiny fish dart through the clear water, their silver scales catching the light, while a small crab scuttles across a barnacle-covered rock, its movements a quiet dance of life. The air is salty, scented with the briny tang of seaweed and the faint freshness of ocean spray, each breath slowing to match the tidal pool's gentle stillness, a serene whisper of calm that lingers in the evening breeze. A lone gull perches nearby, its cry a soft echo against the waves, drawing you deeper into this moment's tranquil peace. Your body rests heavily, as if the shore's ancient rocks cradle you. Each exhale, a softening into the quiet presence of now. Mira, the young rower you met at the ocean cliff, stands beside the Zen monk Tara, the conch shell from their last meeting still in her hand, its pearlescent echo a reminder of the joy she's beginning to find in the unknown. The sea's vastness has softened her yearning for her origins, but a restless stirring remains, a need to rush her search, as if answers might slip away like the tide. They descend to this rocky shore, the tidal pool nestled between jagged stones, its still waters a stark contrast to the ocean's ceaseless motion beyond. Mira kneels by the pool, watching the fish glide without hurry, and turns to Tara. "I feel a spark of joy in not knowing," she says, "but I still rush to find answers. Why can't I be still?" Tara sits on a smooth rock, her saffron robes catching the evening light, her eyes tracing the fish's unhurried dance, her face calm as the pool's glassy surface. "Look," she says, her voice soft as the gull's distant call. Mira watches the pool, its stillness holding life in perfect balance, untouched by the ocean's waves. Tara shares a story of a sailor named Kai who once roamed these shores, his heart restless with the need to chart every horizon, fearing he'd miss his destiny if he paused. Kai rowed tirelessly until one evening he anchored by a tidal pool like this, its stillness speaking to his heart. The fish moved without haste, the crab danced without rush, and Kai slowed his breath, mirroring their calm, finding stillness for the first time, his heart at peace in the moment's quiet. Tara dips her hand into the pool, lifting a tiny starfish, its arms glistening with seawater, and places it in Mira's palm. "Stillness holds all," she says. Mira holds the starfish, its dampness grounding her, her breath slowing as she mirrors the pool's calm, her restlessness fading like ripples on the water's surface. Tara sits beside her, the gull's cry a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart settle, her journey now a path of stillness. That night, she dreams of a pool where every ripple sings of peace, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with calm. The Buddha taught, in the still mind, the whole universe is reflected. This Zen principle of stillness invites you to pause in the rush of searching, finding peace in the present's quiet, like a tidal pool holding life in its calm depths. Some traditions believe stillness requires meditative practice to quiet the mind, while others see it as a natural state when you cease striving. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The tidal pool's stillness, like a quiet heart, reflects peace when you pause. Its calm, a guide to timeless joy, like a gull resting on the shore, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a tranquil spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's restlessness mirrors your own when you rush through life, perhaps hurrying to find answers, chasing goals, or feeling time slip away. Like a sailor rowing against the tide, the tidal pool, its still waters alive with unhurried life, is like stillness. It invites you to pause, finding peace in the moment's quiet, like a fish gliding without haste, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with calm. Zen teaches that striving creates tension, but stillness reveals joy, like a crab dancing in its own rhythm, allowing you to sleep with a peaceful heart and rise with a serene spirit, as if the moment has always been enough. Tara's starfish, small yet vibrant, shows that stillness begins with a single act: breathing, pausing, being. Its dampness a spark of calm, like a single breath anchoring a restless sea. Her sea-lit presence, one with the shore's rhythm, embodies a life of quiet presence, each moment a still pool, like seaweed swaying with the tide. The shore's salty air, alive with the gull's song, mirrors your capacity to find stillness, each breath a chance to rest in the moment's peace. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative silence to reflect the universe, others, the spontaneous calm of a paused heart. Both paths lead to the same shore. Stillness whispers, joy, like a tidal pool holding timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the pool's stillness, soft and unhurried, mirroring this moment's quiet. Can you sense a rush within, perhaps a need to hurry, a restless thought? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the water's surface. What sensations stir? A racing mind, a tense breath? Let them settle, like a crab on the rocks. You might reflect on a moment you felt hurried, as Mira did. What would it feel like to pause, to be still like the fish in the pool, finding peace in the moment? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like seaweed in the air. Imagine sitting with Tara, the starfish in your hand, its dampness grounding you. The pool whispers, stillness holds, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to pause, to rest in life's quiet joy. As you exhale, feel your heart settle, ready to carry this stillness into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The tidal pool's serene stillness fades, and now you row gently in a small wooden boat over a vibrant coral reef, where the ocean's turquoise depths shimmer beneath a golden sunrise, casting a kaleidoscope of colors: coral pinks, sea greens, and deep blues. Across the water's surface, fish in shades of yellow and violet dart between branching corals, their movements a quiet ballet of life, while a sea turtle glides slowly, its shell glinting like polished amber in the morning light. The air is warm, scented with the salty tang of the ocean and the faint sweetness of distant blooms carried on the breeze, each breath syncing with the reef's gentle pulse, a tender rhythm of effortless being. A dolphin's fin breaks the surface. Nearby, its splash a soft echo in the dawn, drawing you deeper into this moment's tranquil release. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you, each exhale a softening into the radiant calm of now. Mira, the young rower you met at the tidal pool, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the starfish from their last meeting still tucked into her satchel, its dampness a reminder of the stillness she's beginning to embrace. The shore's quiet has slowed her restless search for her origins, but a subtle tension lingers, a need to control her journey. as if she must force the sea to reveal her past. They glide over the coral reef, its vibrant life unfolding beneath them, a world untouched by the ocean's vast currents above. Mira watches a clownfish weave through an anemone's tendrils, its movements free yet unforced, and turns to Tara. "I feel calmer in stillness," she says, "but I still want to control my search. Why can't I let it unfold?" Tara leans over the boat's edge, her saffron robes catching the sunrise's glow, her eyes tracing the sea turtle's slow glide, her face serene as the reef's colorful depths. "Look," she says, her voice soft as the dolphins splash. Mira gazes at the reef, its life thriving without struggle, each creature moving in harmony with the ocean's rhythm. Tara shares a story of a diver named Soma who once explored a reef like this, her heart heavy with the need to control every dive, mapping every coral, chasing every fish, fearing she'd miss the ocean's secrets if she didn't. Soma exhausted herself until one morning she floated above the reef, letting the current guide her, watching the fish move without force, the turtle glide without haste. She let be, her heart light with the ocean's flow, finding peace in the reef's effortless dance for the first time. Tara dips her hand into the water, lifting a small piece of coral, its pink surface rough yet radiant, and places it in Mira's palm. "Let the ocean guide," she says. Mira holds the coral, its roughness grounding her, her breath slowing as she mirrors the reef's ease, her need to control fading like ripples on the sea. Tara rows beside her, the dolphins splash a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart soften, her journey now a path of letting be. That night, she dreams of a reef where every fish dances free, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with ease. The Buddha taught, in letting go of striving, one finds the path to liberation. This Zen principle of non-striving invites you to release the need to control life's flow, letting it unfold naturally like a coral reef thriving in the ocean's rhythm. Some traditions believe non-striving requires meditative practice to cease effort, while others see it as a natural surrender to life's current. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The reef's effortless dance, like a heart that lets be, finds peace in flowing, its harmony a guide to timeless joy, like a turtle gliding through the sea, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a lighter spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's need to control mirrors your own when you strive to force life's outcomes. Perhaps pushing for answers, controlling every step, or fearing you'll miss out. Like a diver chasing the ocean's secrets, the coral reef, its life thriving without struggle, is like non-striving. It invites you to let go of effort, allowing life to unfold naturally, like a fish weaving through coral, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with ease. Zen teaches that striving creates tension, but letting be brings joy, like a sea turtle gliding without haste, allowing you to sleep with a peaceful heart and rise with a flowing spirit, as if the current has always carried you. Tara's piece of coral, rough yet radiant, shows that non-striving begins with a single choice: to pause, to breathe, its texture a spark of ease, like a single wave rolling free. Her sunlit presence, one with the ocean's rhythm, embodies a life of effortless trust, each moment a dance with the sea, like an anemone swaying with the tide. The reef's warm waters, scented with salt, mirror your capacity to let be, each breath a chance to rest in life's natural flow. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative release of effort, others the spontaneous joy of flowing with life. Both paths lead to the same reef. Letting be whispers joy like a coral thriving in the sea's embrace. As you rest here, let your breath be the turtle's glide, soft and effortless, flowing through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a need to control? Perhaps a push to force an outcome, a fear of letting go? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the ocean's surface. What sensations stir? A tense grip, a racing mind? Let them drift like fish through the coral. You might reflect on a moment you strove too hard, as Mira did. What would it feel like to let be, to flow like the reef's effortless dance, finding peace in the current? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like salt in the air. Imagine rowing with Tara, the coral in your hand, its roughness grounding. You, the reef whispers, let be, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to release effort, to rest in life's gentle flow. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this ease into your dreams. Awakening with peace tomorrow, the coral reef's vibrant depths fade. And now you row your small wooden boat across an open ocean at dawn, where the sea stretches endlessly, its surface a shimmering canvas of deep blue, kissed by the first golden rays of sunrise. A seabird soars overhead, its white wings catching the light as it glides effortlessly above the waves, dipping low to skim the water before rising again in a graceful arc. The air is crisp, scented with the briny tang of salt and the faint freshness of morning mist, each breath sinking with the ocean's gentle swell, a quiet rhythm of trust that flows beneath the horizon. The bird's sharp cry pierces the stillness, a call of freedom echoing across the sea, drawing you deeper into this moment's boundless calm. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's steady rocking cradles you. Each exhale, a release into the radiant peace of now. Today is a moment to trust the journey as you sail through this serene sea. Mira, the young rower you met above the coral reef, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the piece of coral from their last meeting still in her satchel, its rough radiance, a reminder of the ease she's beginning to feel in letting be. The reef's effortless dance has softened her need to control her search for her origins, but a subtle doubt lingers, a fear that if she doesn't steer her path, the sea might lead her astray, away from the answers she seeks. They sail across the open ocean, the seabird circling above, its flight a silent lesson in the morning light. Mira watches the bird glide without effort, trusting the wind to carry it, and turns to Tara. I'm learning to let be, she says, but I still fear I'll lose my way. How do I trust life's currents? Tara adjusts her oar, her saffron robes glowing in the sunrise, her eyes following the seabird's arc, her face serene as the ocean's endless expanse. "Watch," she says, her voice soft as the bird's distant cry. Mira observes the seabird, its wings steady yet relaxed, moving with the wind's unseen flow, never fighting the breeze, but soaring within it. Tara shares a story of a navigator named Echo who once sailed these waters, his heart heavy with fear of losing his way, gripping his compass tightly, steering against every wave. Echo exhausted himself, until one dawn he saw a seabird like this, trusting the wind to guide its flight, its journey free yet sure. Echo loosened his grip, letting the wind and waves guide his ship, and found his port, his heart light with trust for the first time, his spirit soaring like the bird above. Tara points to the seabird, then hands Mira a small feather that had drifted down, its white softness catching the light, a piece of the ocean's sky to hold as they row. "Trust the currents," she says. Mira holds the feather, its lightness grounding her, her breath slowing as she mirrors the bird's effortless trust. Her fear of losing her way fading like mist on the sea. Tara rows beside her, the bird's cry a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart open, her journey now a path of trust. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave leads her home, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with faith. The Buddha taught, faith is the best companion for one who sets out on the path. It leads to liberation. This Zen principle of trust invites you to surrender to life's unseen currents, moving with its flow like a seabird on the wind, finding peace in faith. Some traditions believe trust requires meditative practice to release fear, while others see it as a natural opening to life's guidance. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The seabird's flight, like a trusting heart, soars when you let go, its freedom a guide to timeless joy, like a wave carrying you to shore, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a faithful spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's fear of losing her way mirrors your own when you doubt life's path. Perhaps a fear of the unknown, a worry about wrong turns, or a hesitation to let go, like a navigator gripping a compass too tight. The seabird, soaring with the wind, is like trust. It invites you to surrender to life's currents, moving with its flow without resistance, like a wave guiding your boat, helping you rest deeply and awaken with faith. Zen teaches that clinging to control creates fear, but trusting life's rhythm brings joy, like a bird gliding without a map, allowing you to sleep with a peaceful heart and rise with a trusting spirit, as if the wind has always carried you. Tara's seabird feather, light yet steady, shows that trust begins with a single act, breathing, releasing, its softness a spark of faith, like a single gust lifting a wing, her sunlit presence, one with the ocean's rhythm, embodies a life of trusting surrender, each moment a wave in life's flow, like mist rising from the sea. The ocean's briny air, alive with the bird's cry, mirrors your capacity to trust, each breath a chance to move with a life's guidance. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative trust to release fear, others, the spontaneous faith in life's path. Both paths lead to the same sea. Trust whispers joy, like a seabird soaring to peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the seabird's glide, soft and free, soaring through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a fear of losing your way? Perhaps a doubt, a worry about the unknown? Notice it gently, like mist on the waves. What sensations stir? A racing heart, a tight grip? Let them settle, like a feather on the water. You might reflect on a moment you felt uncertain, as Mira did. What would it feel like to trust one step, to move with life's currents, like the seabird on the wind? No need to answer. Let the question drift like salt in the air. Imagine rowing with Tara, the feather in your hand, its lightness grounding you. The sea whispers, trust carries, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to let go, to rest in life's guiding flow. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this trust into your dreams. Awakening with peace tomorrow, the open ocean's dawn-lit waves fade, and now you row your small wooden boat near a secluded cove, where a sandy beach curves gently beneath a rocky overhang, and the morning sun casts a golden glow on the shore. Scattered seashells glisten along the sand, their pearlescent surfaces shimmering like tiny moons, while the ocean laps softly at the shore, its rhythm a quiet heartbeat of the sea. The air is warm, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint sweetness of sun-warmed sand, each breath slowing to match the cove's serene calm, a gentle invitation to inner truth. A hermit crab scuttles across the beach, leaving tiny tracks in the sand, drawing you deeper into this moment's radiant clarity. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you, each exhale a softening into the peaceful presence of now. Today's a moment to hear the whispers of clarity as you anchor in this tranquil cove. Mira, the young rower you met on the open ocean, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the seabird feather from their last meeting still tucked into her satchel, its lightness a reminder of the trust she's beginning to feel in life's currents. The seabird's effortless flight has softened her fear of losing her way, but a quiet confusion lingers, a longing for clarity about her origins, as if the sea might whisper the truth if she listens hard enough. They anchor near the cove, stepping onto the sandy beach, the seashells scattered like treasures under the morning sun. Mira kneels to pick up a spiral seashell, its pearlescent surface cool in her palm, and turns to Tara. I'm learning to trust life's flow, she says, but I still seek clarity about my past. How do I find it? Tara walks along the shore, her saffron robes trailing in the sand, her eyes tracing the shell's delicate curves, her face serene as the ocean's gentle waves. Listen, she says, her voice soft as the hermit crabs scuttle. Mira holds the shell to her ear, its faint whisper echoing the sea's eternal song, a sound that feels both vast and intimate. Tara shares a story of a hermit named Cairo, who once lived in a cove like this, his heart heavy with questions about his life's purpose, seeking clarity in the stars, the waves, the wind. Cairo wandered endlessly until one morning he found a seashell on the shore and held it to his ear, its whisper speaking not of answers but of presence, a clarity that needed no words, only to be felt within. Cairo slowed his breath, listening to his own heart, and found the truth he sought, his mind clear as the cove's still waters. For the first time, Tara kneels beside Mira, placing her hand over the shell, its coolness grounding them both. "Hear your inner truth," she says. Mira listens to the shell's whisper, her breath slowing as she feels a clarity beyond her search, her longing for her past softening like sand under the waves. Tara walks beside her, the hermit crab's tracks a quiet guide, and Mira feels her heart open, her journey now a path of inner clarity. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave whispers her truth, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with a clear mind. The Buddha taught the mind, when purified, shines with its own light. In that clarity, truth is revealed. This Zen principle of inner clarity invites you to listen to your heart's quiet voice, finding truth within rather than in endless searching, like a seashell whispering the sea's song. Some traditions believe clarity requires meditative stillness to hear the inner voice, while others see it as a natural state when you turn inward. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The seashell's whisper, like a clear mind, reveals truth when you listen within. Its echo, a guide to timeless joy, like a wave lapping at the shore, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a luminous spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's longing for clarity mirrors your own when you seek answers outside yourself, perhaps searching for purpose, truth, or understanding, like a hermit chasing the wind for wisdom. The seashell on the cove's shore, its whisper echoing within, is like inner clarity. It invites you to listen to your heart, finding truth in its quiet voice, like a wave speaking to the sand, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with a clear mind. Zen teaches that clarity isn't found by chasing external answers, but by turning inward, where your truth shines, like a hermit crab finding its path in the sand, allowing you to sleep with a peaceful heart and rise with a luminous spirit, as if the answers have always been within. Tara's seashell, cool and whispering, shows that clarity begins with listening, breathing, feeling your inner voice, its echo a spark of truth, like a single note in the ocean's song. Her sandy presence, one with the cove's calm, embodies a life of inner listening, each moment a whisper of clarity, like a shell holding the sea's voice. The cove's warm sand, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to hear within, each breath a chance to rest in your own truth. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative stillness to purify the mind, others, the spontaneous clarity of a listening heart. Both paths lead to the same cove. Clarity whispers joy, like a seashell echoing timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the shell's whisper, soft and clear, echoing through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a longing for answers? Perhaps a question about your path, a need for understanding. Notice it gently, like a track in the sand. What sensations stir? A racing thought? A heavy heart? Let them settle like shells on the shore. You might reflect on a moment you sought clarity outside, as Mira did. What would it feel like to listen within, to hear your truth, like the shell's whisper? No need to answer. Let the question drift. like salt in the air. Imagine walking with Tara, the seashell in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The cove whispers, clarity shines, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to hear within, to rest in your inner truth. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this clarity into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The cove's whispering seashells fade, and now you row your small wooden boat into a tranquil harbor at twilight, where the sky glows with hues of lavender and coral, its light casting a soft shimmer on the still waters below. Wooden docks stretch out like fingers into the harbor, lined with fishing boats bobbing gently, their lanterns flickering like tiny stars in the dusk. The air is cool, scented with the salty tang of the sea and the faint smokiness of a nearby cook fire, each breath slowing to match the harbor's quiet rhythm. A gentle hum of connection in the evening calm. A fisherman's song drifts from the docks, its melody a tender thread weaving through the twilight, drawing you deeper into this moment's radiant kindness. Your body rests heavily, as if the harbor's peaceful embrace cradles you, each exhale a softening into the serene warmth of now. Today's a moment to anchor in kindness as you sail into this twilight harbor. Mira, the young rower you met at the cove, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the seashell from their last meeting still in her satchel, its whispering echo, a reminder of the inner clarity she's beginning to feel. The cove's quiet has opened her heart to her own truth, but a subtle hardness lingers, a self-judgment for her longing, as if her search for her origins makes her weak, unworthy of peace. They glide into the harbor, tying their boat to a weathered dock. The lanterns glow, illuminating the faces of dock workers unloading their day's catch. Mira watches a young dock worker struggle with a heavy crate, her own heart heavy with judgment, and turns to Tara. I hear my inner truth, she says, but I judge myself for seeking my past. How can I be kinder to myself? Tara steps onto the dock, her saffron robes catching the lantern light, her eyes tracing the dock worker's effort, her face serene as the twilight settling over the harbor. See, she says, her voice soft as the fisherman's song. Mira watches as an older dock worker sets down his own crate, walking over to help the younger one, their shared effort easing the burden. A silent act of kindness glowing in the dusk. Tara shares a story of a dock worker named Riku, who once worked in a harbor like this, his heart hardened by self-judgment for his own dreams. He longed to sail beyond the horizon, but felt unworthy, berating himself for his desires. Riku grew bitter, until one twilight he helped a struggling fisherman with a heavy net, the act softening his heart. In the fisherman's gratitude, Riku saw his own worth, learning to offer himself the same kindness, his spirit light with self-compassion. For the first time, Tara kneels by the dock's edge, lifting a small, smooth oyster shell from the water, its surface glistening in the lantern light, and places it in Mira's hand. Kindness begins within, she says. Mira holds the shell, its smoothness grounding her, her breath softening as she mirrors the dock worker's act, her self-judgment fading like shadows in the lantern's glow. Tara stands beside her, the fisherman's song a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart warm, her journey now a path of self-kindness. That night, she dreams of a harbor where every lantern lights a heart, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with compassion. The Buddha taught, you, as much as anyone in the universe, deserve your own love and affection. This Zen principle of self-compassion, karuna, urges you to offer yourself the same kindness you give others, softening the heart's harsh judgments like a lantern glowing in the dusk. Some traditions believe self-compassion requires meditative practice to nurture the heart, while others see it as a natural response when you see your shared humanity. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The dockworker's kindness, like self-compassion, heals when you extend it inward. Its warmth, a guide to timeless joy, like a song weaving through the night, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a gentler spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's self-judgment mirrors your own when you criticize your desires or struggles, perhaps judging yourself for seeking, for feeling lost, or for not being enough. Like a dock worker berating his dreams, the Twilight harbor, its lanterns glowing with shared effort, is like self-compassion. It invites you to soften your inner harshness, offering kindness to your own heart, like a lantern lighting a shadowed dock, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with warmth. Zen teaches that judging yourself creates inner conflict, but self-kindness brings peace, like a fisherman's song soothing the night, allowing you to sleep with a gentler heart and rise with a compassionate spirit, as if you've always been worthy. Tara's oyster shell, smooth and glistening, shows that self-compassion begins with a small act, breathing, softening, its glow a spark of kindness, like a single note in a harbor's song. Her lantern-lit presence, one with the harbor's calm, embodies a life of boundless compassion, each moment a light for herself and others, like smoke rising from a cook fire. The harbor's twilight air, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to be kind to yourself, each breath a chance to rest in self-love. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative self-love to heal the heart. Others, the spontaneous kindness of seeing your worth. Both paths lead to the same harbor. Self-kindness whispers joy, like a lantern glowing with timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the lantern's glow, soft and warm, lighting this moment's quiet. Can you sense a self-judgment, perhaps a harsh thought, a feeling of unworthiness? Notice it gently, like a shadow on the dock. What sensations stir? A tight chest? A heavy heart? Let them settle. Like boats in the harbor, you might reflect on a moment you judged yourself, as Mira did. What would it feel like to offer kindness, to see your worth like a dock worker's shared effort? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like smoke in the air. Imagine standing with Tara, the oyster shell in your hand, its smoothness grounding you. The harbor whispers, kindness heals. You are calm. Each breath is a chance to soften, to rest in your own warmth. As you exhale, feel your heart glow, ready to carry this kindness into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The Twilight Harbor's lantern-lit kindness fades, and now you row your small wooden boat out into the open sea at dawn, where the horizon glows with a soft pink hue and the ocean's surface ripples gently under the rising sun, casting golden flecks across the waves. A heavy anchor rests at the bow of the boat, its iron surface weathered by salt and time, a steadfast weight securing the vessel amidst the sea's vast expanse. The air is fresh, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint crispness of morning dew carried on the breeze, each breath slowing to match the ocean's rhythmic swell, a quiet pulse of understanding in the dawn's embrace. A whale's spout breaks the surface in the distance, its misty spray catching the sunlight, drawing you deeper into this moment's profound insight. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's steady rocking cradles you, each exhale a softening into the radiant calm of now. Today's a moment to anchor in insight as you sail through this golden sea. Mira, the young rower you met at the Twilight harbor, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the oyster shell from their last meeting still in her satchel, its smooth glow a reminder of the self-kindness she's beginning to embrace. The harbor's warmth has softened her self-judgment, but a quiet longing lingers, a desire for deeper insight to anchor her journey, to understand the weight of her search for her origins and what it means for her path. They sail into the open sea, the anchor resting at the bow, its iron a silent presence amidst the ocean's endless motion. Mira gazes at the anchor, its weight grounding the boat, and turns to Tara. "I'm kinder to myself now," she says, "but I still seek insight to understand my search. What does it mean for me?" Tara pulls the anchor's rope, her saffron robes catching the dawn's light, her eyes tracing the iron's weathered surface, her face serene as the ocean's golden expanse. "Feel its weight," she says, her voice soft as the whale's distant spout. Mira touches the anchor, its cool iron steady in her hands, solid presence amidst the sea's flow. Tara shares a story of a captain named Soma, who once sailed these waters, her heart heavy with questions about her life's meaning, seeking insight in every port, every storm, every star. Soma sailed restlessly until one dawn she dropped anchor in a calm sea like this, feeling its weight hold her steady. In that stillness, she realized her journey itself was the insight, each wave, each storm, a lesson in her own heart's depth, her mind clear with understanding. For the first time, Tara hands Mira a small piece of rope from the anchor, its rough fibers frayed yet strong, a piece of the sea's steadiness to hold as they row. "Insight anchors within," she says. Mira holds the rope, its texture grounding her, her breath slowing as she feels the weight of her search as a gift, her longing for understanding fading like mist in the dawn. Tara rows beside her, the whale's spout a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart deepen, her journey now a path of insight. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave holds a lesson, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with understanding. The Buddha taught, by oneself is insight gained, by oneself is truth realized. This Zen principle of inner insight urges you to look within for understanding, finding the meaning of your journey in your own heart, like an anchor grounding a ship in the sea. Some traditions believe insight requires meditative stillness to uncover truth, while others see it as a natural realization when you pause to feel. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The anchor's weight, like inner insight, steadies you when you look within. Its solidity, a guide to timeless joy, like a whale swimming through the deep, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a wise spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's longing for insight mirrors your own when you seek deeper understanding, perhaps questioning your path, your purpose, or the meaning of your struggles. Like a captain searching the stars for truth, the anchor, grounding the boat amidst the sea, is like inner insight. It invites you to pause and look within, finding the meaning of your journey in your own heart, like a wave, revealing its depth, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with wisdom. Zen teaches that seeking external answers creates unrest, but looking within brings clarity, like a whale diving into the ocean's depths, allowing you to sleep with a peaceful heart and rise with a wise spirit, as if your journey has always held its own truth. Tara's piece of rope, frayed yet strong, shows that insight begins with feeling, breathing, sensing your own depth. Its texture, a spark of understanding, like a single anchor holding steady in the sea. Her dawn-lit presence, one with the ocean's calm, embodies a life of inner wisdom, each moment a depth to explore, like a spray of mist in the light. The sea's golden waves, scented with salt, mirror your capacity to find insight within, each breath a chance to rest in your own truth. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative inquiry to gain insight, others, the spontaneous realization of your journey's meaning. Both paths lead to the same sea. Insight whispers joy, like an anchor grounding timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the anchor's weight, steady and deep, grounding this moment's quiet. Can you sense a longing for understanding? Perhaps a question about your path, a need for meaning? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the waves. What sensations stir? A restless mind? A heavy heart? Let them settle, like an anchor on the sea floor. You might reflect on a moment you sought insight, as Mira did. What would it feel like to look within, to feel the weight of your journey like an anchor's steady truth? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like salt in the air. Imagine rowing with Tara, the rope in your hand, its texture grounding you. The sea whispers, insight steadies. You are calm. Each breath is a chance to look within, to rest in your own truth. As you exhale, feel your heart deepen, ready to carry this insight into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The anchor's steady weight fades, and now you row your small wooden boat across a vast ocean at midday, where the horizon stretches as a thin, shimmering line between sea and sky, its distant edge glowing under a high sun that bathes the waves in a radiant silver blue. The ocean's surface ripples gently, a boundless expanse reflecting the sun's golden warmth. With no land in sight, only the horizon's promise on the edge of vision. The air is warm, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint crispness of a sea breeze. each breath slowing to match the ocean's rhythmic swell, a quiet pulse of waiting in the midday light. A distant albatross glides low, its wings cutting through the air with unhurried grace, drawing you deeper into this moment's enduring calm. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you, each exhale softening into the serene patience of now. Today's a moment to rest in patience as you sail toward the horizon's distant line. Mira, the young rower you met on the open sea, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the piece of anchor rope from their last meeting still in her satchel, its frayed strength a reminder of the insight she's beginning to feel within her journey. The anchor's weight has deepened her understanding of her search for her origins, but a quiet impatience stirs, a restless urge to reach answers quickly, as if the horizon might hold her past if she rose faster. They sail toward the horizon, its line a distant promise, the ocean's vastness a silent teacher in the midday sun. Mira grips her oars tightly, her strokes quickening, and turns to Tara. I see insight in my journey, she says, but I'm impatient to find my origins. How do I wait with peace? Tara adjusts her oar, her saffron robes catching the sun's glow, her eyes tracing the horizon's steady line, her face serene as the ocean's silver expanse. Look, she says, her voice soft as the albatross's glide. Mira gazes at the horizon, its line unchanging despite her efforts, a constant presence in the sea's endless dance. Tara shares a story of a sailor named Jiro, who once sailed these waters, his heart heavy with impatience to reach new lands, rowing tirelessly to outpace the wind, fearing he'd never arrive. Jiro grew weary until one midday he paused to watch the horizon, its line steady and unmoved by his haste. He realized the sea rewarded patience. Each wave, each breeze brought him closer in its own time, and he slowed his strokes, waiting with grace, reaching his shore with a heart at peace for the first time. Tara points to the horizon, then hands Mira a small vial of seawater, its liquid catching the sunlight, a piece of the ocean's patience to hold as they row. Wait with the sea, she says. Mira holds the vial, its coolness grounding her, her breath slowing as she mirrors the horizon's steady calm, her impatience fading like ripples on the waves. Tara rows beside her, the albatrosses glide a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart settle, her journey now a path of patience. That night, she dreams of a horizon that waits with love, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with grace. The Buddha taught, patience is the greatest prayer. It leads to the highest peace. This Zen principle of shanti, patience, urges you to wait with grace, trusting life's timing, like the horizon remaining steady amidst the sea's waves. Some traditions believe patience requires meditative practice to calm the mind, while others see it as a natural trust in life's rhythm. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The horizon's steady line, like a patient heart, holds peace when you wait. Its constancy, a guide to timeless joy, like an albatross gliding without haste, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a serene spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's impatience mirrors your own, When you rush toward your goals, perhaps hurrying to find answers, pushing through challenges, or fearing time will run out. Like a sailor rowing against the sea's rhythm, the horizon, steady and unmoved, is like Kshanti. It invites you to wait with grace, trusting life's timing, like a wave arriving in its own moment, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with calm. Zen teaches that impatience stirs unrest, but patience brings peace, like an albatross soaring without hurry, allowing you to sleep with a steady heart and rise with a serene spirit, as if the journey has always been unfolding perfectly. Tara's vial of seawater, shimmering with light, shows that patience begins with a single act, breathing, trusting its coolness, a spark of grace, like a single wave waiting for the shore. Her sunlit presence, one with the ocean's calm, embodies a life of patient trust, each moment a step in life's flow, like a breeze carrying a bird's wings. The ocean's silver waves, scented with salt, mirror your capacity to wait with peace, each breath a chance to rest in life's timing. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative patience to release haste, others the spontaneous trust in life's unfolding. Both paths lead to the same horizon. Patience whispers joy, like a steady line guiding you to peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the horizon's line, steady and calm, stretching through this moment's quiet. Can you sense an impatience within? Perhaps a rush to arrive, a frustration with waiting? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the waves. What sensation stir? A racing pulse? A tense grip? Let them settle, like an albatross on the wind. You might reflect on a moment you felt hurried, as Mira did. What would it feel like to wait with grace? To trust the timing, like the horizon's steady promise? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like salt in the air. Imagine rowing with Tara, the vial in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The horizon whispers, patience holds, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to wait with peace, to rest in life's steady flow. As you exhale, feel your heart ease, ready to carry this patience into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The horizon's steady line fades, and now you row your small wooden boat across the same vast ocean at midday, where the sun blazes high, casting a shimmering golden path across the waves, their sapphire surface rippling gently with each stroke of your oars. The boat's sail catches a sudden breeze, billowing white against the endless blue, propelling you forward with a quiet, uplifting force, as if the wind itself whispers promises of possibility. The air is warm, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint freshness of a distant storm's aftermath, each breath syncing with the sail's rhythmic swell. A gentle lift of hope in the midday light. A school of flying fish leaps from the waves, their silvery wings glinting like sparks of joy in the sun, drawing you deeper into this moment's radiant optimism. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's steady glide cradles you, each exhale a softening into the hopeful peace of now. Today's a moment to sail with hope as you journey across this golden sea. Mira, the young rower you met beneath the horizon's gaze, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the vial of seawater from their last meeting still in her satchel, its shimmering coolness a reminder of the patience she's beginning to embrace. The horizon's steady promise has calmed her impatience to find her origins, but a quiet shadow lingers, a doubt that her search might lead nowhere, that she'll never know her past, leaving her adrift without hope. They sail onward, the breeze filling the boat's sail, its white canvas glowing in the sunlight, a symbol of unseen support guiding their path. Mira watches the sail catch the wind, its lift gentle yet sure, and turns to Tara. "I'm learning to wait with patience," she says, "but I fear my search will lead to nothing. How do I find hope?" Tara adjusts the sail's ropes, her saffron robes catching the sun's glow, her eyes tracing the flying fish's joyful leap, her face serene as the ocean's golden path. "Feel the breeze," she says, her voice soft as the fish's splash. Mira closes her eyes, feeling the wind on her face, its lift a quiet promise, the sail pulling them forward with a force she cannot see but can trust. Tara shares a story of a young rower named Kai, who once sailed these waters, his heart heavy with doubt after losing his ship to a storm, fearing he'd never sail again, his dreams adrift like wreckage on the sea. Kai rowed aimlessly until one midday a breeze filled his patched sail, lifting his small boat toward a new shore. The wind's unseen promise gave him hope, showing him that possibilities arise even in loss, and he sailed on, his spirit light with optimism. For the first time, his dreams renewed, like the flying fish leaping free. Tara hands Mira a small knot of sail rope, its fibers sun-warmed and strong, a piece of the wind's hope to hold as they sail. "Hope sails within," she says. Mira holds the knot, its warmth grounding her, her breath softening as she mirrors the sail's hopeful lift, her fear of a fruitless search fading like ripples on the sea. Tara sails beside her, the flying fishes leap, a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart rise, her journey now a path of hope. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave lifts her higher, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with optimism. The Buddha taught, hope is the light that guides us through darkness. With it, we find the path to peace. This Zen principle of hope encourages you to trust in life's possibilities, even amidst doubt, like a sail catching the breeze to carry you forward. Some traditions believe hope requires meditative faith to nurture the heart, while others see it as a natural response to life's unseen support. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The sail's breeze, like hope, lifts you when you trust in possibilities, its force a guide to timeless joy, like a flying fish leaping through the air, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with an uplifted spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's fear of a fruitless search mirrors your own when doubt shadows your path. Perhaps a fear that your efforts won't succeed, that your dreams might fade, or that you'll never find what you seek. Like a rower adrift after a storm, the sail's breeze, lifting the boat with unseen force, is like hope. It invites you to trust in life's possibilities, even when the shore isn't in sight, like a wave carrying you forward, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with optimism. Zen teaches that doubt dims the heart, but hope lights the way, like a flying fish, soaring with joy, allowing you to sleep with a hopeful heart and rise with an uplifted spirit, as if possibilities have always been waiting. Tara's knot of sail rope, warm and strong, shows that hope begins with trusting, breathing, feeling life's lift, its warmth a spark of optimism, like a single breeze filling a sail. Her sunlit presence, one with the ocean's rhythm, embodies a life of hopeful trust, each moment a lift toward possibility, like a fish leaping through the waves. The sea's golden path, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to hope, each breath a chance to trust in life's unseen support. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative faith to cultivate hope, others, the spontaneous joy of trusting life's flow. Both paths lead to the same sea. Hope whispers joy like a sail lifting you to peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the sail's breeze, soft and uplifting, carrying this moment's quiet. Can you sense a doubt within? Perhaps a fear of failure, a worry about the future? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the waves. What sensations stir? A heavy heart, a tense breath? Let them lift like a fish in the air. You might reflect on a moment you felt hopeless, as Mira did. What would it feel like to trust in possibility, to feel hope like the breeze filling your sail? No need to answer. Let the question drift. Like salt in the air, imagine sailing with Tara, the knot in your hand, its warmth grounding you. The sea whispers, hope lifts, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to trust, to rest in life's possibilities. As you exhale, feel your heart rise, ready to carry this hope into your dreams. Awakening with peace tomorrow, the sail's hopeful breeze fades, and now you row your small wooden boat through a shimmering ocean at dusk, where the sea glows with a soft violet hue, its surface rippling gently under a sky streaked with amber and rose. A pod of dolphins swims alongside, their sleek bodies weaving through the waves, their playful leaps creating arcs of connection that ripple outward, linking them to the vast web of life beneath the water. The air is cool, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint musk of plankton carried on the evening breeze, each breath syncing with the ocean's rhythmic pulse. A quiet hum of unity in the twilight's glow. A whale song echoes faintly in the distance, its deep notes weaving through the waves, drawing you deeper into this moment's boundless connection. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into the serene oneness of now. Today's a moment to feel the web of connection as you sail through this twilight sea. Mira, the young rower you met beneath the midday sun, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the knot of sail rope from their last meeting still in. Her satchel, its warm strength a reminder of the hope she's beginning to embrace. The sail's breeze has lifted her doubts about her search for her origins, but a quiet sense of isolation lingers, a feeling that her journey is hers alone, that her unknown past separates her from the world around her. They sail through the ocean, the dolphins weaving beside them, their playful dance a silent lesson in the twilight's embrace. Mira watches the dolphins leap in unison, their connection a living thread in the sea, and turns to Tara. "I feel hope in my journey," she says, "but I still feel alone in my search. How am I part of the whole?" Tara adjusts her oar, her saffron robes catching the twilight's glow, her eyes tracing the dolphin's arcs, her face serene as the ocean's violet expanse. "Look," she says, her voice soft as the whale's distant song. Mira gazes at the dolphins, their movements a dance of unity, each leap rippling outward, touching the sea's vast web of life. Fish, plankton, coral, all connected in the ocean's embrace. Tara shares a story of a fisherman named Echo, who once sailed these waters, his heart heavy with loneliness. After losing his crew to a storm, feeling his life was a solitary thread adrift on the sea, Echo fished alone, until one dusk, a pod of dolphins like these swam beside his boat, their dance showing him the ocean's web, each life, each wave, a thread in a greater tapestry. Echo realized he was never alone, his journey woven into the sea's vast connection, his spirit light with unity for the first time, his heart part of the ocean's song. Tara leans over the boat's edge, scooping a small vial of glowing plankton from the water, its bioluminescence shimmering like tiny stars, and hands it to Mira. "You are part of the web," she says. Mira holds the vial, its glow grounding her breath softening as she feels her journey as part of the sea's tapestry, her sense of isolation fading like ripples on the waves. Tara rows beside her, the whale's song a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart expand, her journey now a path of connection. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave weaves her into the whole, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with unity. The Buddha taught, "All things arise and pass away in interdependence." In this truth, there is no separation. This Zen principle of interconnectedness, pratitya samutpada, reveals that your life is woven into a vast web of connection, each moment, each being, a thread in the tapestry of existence, like dolphins dancing in the sea. Some traditions believe this unity requires meditative insight to see, while others see it as a lived truth in every encounter. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The dolphin's dance, like your life, weaves you into a greater whole, its unity a guide to timeless joy, like a whale's song echoing through the deep, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a connected spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's sense of isolation mirrors your own when you feel alone in your journey, perhaps a longing to belong, a feeling of separation, or a belief that your path is solitary. Like a fisherman adrift after a storm, the ocean's web, its dolphins weaving through the waves, is like interconnectedness. It invites you to see your life as part of a greater whole, each moment, each being, a thread in your tapestry, like a ripple touching distant shores, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with unity. Zen teaches that separation creates loneliness, but connection brings joy, like a whale's song, linking the sea's depths, allowing you to sleep with a connected heart and rise with a unified spirit. As if you've always been part of the web, Tara's vial of plankton, glowing like stars, shows that connection begins with seeing, breathing, feeling your place in the whole. Its light a spark of unity, like a single note in the ocean's song. Her twilight presence, one with the sea's rhythm, embodies a life of interconnected awareness, each moment a thread in the world's fabric, like a dolphin leaping in play. The sea's violet glow, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to feel connected, each breath a chance to rest in life's web. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditation to see interdependence, others the spontaneous joy of being part of all. Both paths lead to the same ocean. Connection whispers, joy like a web weaving you into timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the dolphin's leap, soft and linked, weaving through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a feeling of isolation? Perhaps a longing to belong, a sense of separation? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the waves. What sensations stir? A quiet ache, a heavy heart? Let them blend like plankton in the sea. You might reflect on a moment you felt alone, as Mira did. What would it feel like to see yourself as part of the whole, like a dolphin in the ocean's web? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like salt in the air. Imagine sailing with Tara, the vial in your hand, its glow grounding you. The sea whispers, you are woven, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to feel connected, to rest in life's unity. As you exhale, feel your heart expand, ready to carry this connection into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The ocean's web of connection fades, and now you row your small wooden boat through the same shimmering sea at sunrise, where the first light of dawn paints the waves in hues of peach and gold, each crest catching the sun like a fleeting crown of light before melting back into the deep blue. The ocean moves with a rhythmic pulse, each wave rising and falling in a gentle dance of purpose, their motion a quiet symphony of flow beneath the morning sky. The air is fresh, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint crispness of a new day's promise, each breath sinking with the wave's steady rise, a tender rhythm of intention in the dawn's embrace. A pelican dives into the sea nearby, its splash a soft echo of action, drawing you deeper into this moment's purposeful calm. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you, each exhale a softening into the radiant peace of now. Today's a moment to move with intention as you sail through this golden sea. Mira, the young rower you met amidst the dolphins' dance, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the vial of glowing plankton from their last meeting still in her satchel, its shimmering light a reminder of the connection she's beginning to feel with the world around her. The ocean's web has woven her journey into a greater whole, but a quiet uncertainty lingers, a question about how her actions shape this tapestry, whether her search for her origins ripples outward in meaningful ways. They sail through the waves, each crest rising with purpose before merging back into the sea. A silent lesson in the morning light. Mira watches a wave crest catch the sun, its fleeting glow a spark of intention, and turns to Tara. I feel part of the whole, she says, but how do my actions matter in this web? What is my purpose? Tara steadies her oar, her saffron robes catching the dawn's glow, her eyes tracing the waves rise and fall, her face serene as the ocean's golden expanse. Feel its rise, she says, her voice soft as the pelicans splash. Mira watches the wave, its crest a moment of purpose, each movement a deliberate dance within the sea's greater flow. Tara shares a story of a fisherman named Kyle, who once fished these waters, his heart heavy with doubt about his small acts, casting nets, mending lines, fearing they made no difference in the ocean's vastness. Kale toiled without purpose until one dawn he saw a wave crest lift a stranded fish back into the sea, its small act rippling outward to sustain life. He realized each action, like a wave's crest, weaves into the ocean's web, his nets feeding his village, his care mending more than lines, his heart clear with intention for the first time. Tara scoops a handful of seawater, letting it spill through her fingers, its droplets catching the light, and hands Mira a small, smooth pebble from the boat's bottom, its surface cool and worn by the sea. Act with intention, she says. Mira holds the pebble, its coolness grounding her, her breath slowing as she feels her actions as waves in the sea's tapestry, her uncertainty fading like ripples on the water. Tara rows beside her. The pelicans dive a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart align, her journey now a path of intention. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave shapes life with purpose, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with mindful action. The Buddha taught, an action, when performed with mindfulness, becomes a cause for liberation. This Zen principle of mindful intention, Sankappa, urges you to act with awareness, knowing each choice ripples through the web of life, like a wave's crest shaping the sea's flow. Some traditions believe intention requires meditative focus to align the mind, while others see it as a natural clarity in each moment's choice. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The wave's crest, like a mindful act, shapes the whole when performed with care, its purpose a guide to timeless joy, like a pelican diving with precision, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a purposeful spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's uncertainty mirrors your own when you question the impact of your actions, perhaps doubting if your efforts matter, wondering about your purpose, or feeling small in life's vastness, like a fisherman casting nets into an endless sea. The wave's crest, rising with purpose, is like mindful intention. It invites you to act with awareness, knowing each choice weaves into life's tapestry, like a ripple sustaining a fish, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with purpose. Zen teaches that mindless actions create chaos, but intention brings peace, like a pelican diving with care, allowing you to sleep with a steady heart and rise with a purposeful spirit, as if your actions have always mattered. Tara's smooth pebble, worn by the sea, shows that intention begins with awareness, breathing, choosing with care, its coolness a spark of purpose, like a single wave cresting with light. Her dawn-lit presence, one with the ocean's rhythm, embodies a life of mindful action, each moment a ripple of good, like a fish leaping through the waves. The sea's golden waves, scented with salt, mirror your capacity to act with intention, each breath a chance to shape your path with care. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative mindfulness to align actions, others, the spontaneous clarity of a purposeful heart. Both paths lead to the same sea. Intention whispers joy, like a wave cresting with timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the wave's crest, steady and purposeful, rising through this moment's quiet. Can you sense an uncertainty about your actions? Perhaps a doubt about their impact? A question of purpose? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the waves. What sensations stir? A heavy heart? A racing mind? Let them settle. Like a fish in the sea, you might reflect on an action you question, as Mira did. What would it feel like to act with care, to shape your path like a wave's purposeful crest? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like salt in the air. Imagine sailing with Tara, the pebble in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The sea whispers, intention shapes. You are calm. Each breath is a chance to act with mindfulness, to rest in life's purposeful flow. As you exhale, feel your heart align, ready to carry this intention into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The wave's purposeful crest fades, and now you row your small wooden boat through a sunlit ocean at midday, where the sea sparkles with a deep azure glow, its surface alive with gentle waves that shimmer under the golden sun. A dolphin leaps gracefully beside your boat, its sleek body arcing through the air, a perfect balance of strength and ease, before it dives back into the water with a playful splash, sending tiny droplets sparkling like diamonds in the sunlight. The air is warm, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint freshness of a sea breeze, each breath syncing with the dolphin's rhythmic leap, a quiet dance of harmony in the midday glow. A seagull circles above, its sharp cry blending with the dolphin's chatter, drawing you deeper into this moment's serene equilibrium. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you. Each exhale a softening into the radiant balance of now. Today's a moment to find balance as you sail through this sunlit sea. Mira, the young rower you met amidst the waves' crests, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the smooth pebble from their last meeting still. In her satchel, its cool weight a reminder of the mindful intention she's beginning to embrace. The wave's purposeful rise has aligned her actions with care, but a subtle tension lingers, a struggle to balance her search for her origins with the peace she's found, as if she's swaying between striving and resting. They sail through the ocean, the dolphin leaping beside them, its dance a silent lesson in the midday light. Mira watches the dolphin move with effortless grace, its leap a harmony of effort and ease, and turns to Tara. I act with intention now, she says, but I feel torn between searching for my past and finding peace. How do I balance them? Tara steadies her oar, her saffron robes catching the sun's glow, her eyes tracing the dolphin's arc, her face serene as the ocean's azure expanse. Observe, she says, her voice soft as the seagull's cry. Mira watches the dolphin leap again, its body strong, yet relaxed, neither forcing its motion nor holding back, a perfect balance in each dive and rise. Tara shares a story of a sailor named Riku who once sailed these waters, his heart torn between the thrill of exploration and the calm of home, his days a struggle between pushing forward and longing to rest. Riku sailed unevenly until one midday he saw a dolphin like this, its leap a dance of balance, strong in its rise, gentle in its fall. The dolphin's harmony taught Riku to sail with both adventure and peace, neither forcing nor fleeing, and he found equilibrium in his journey, his heart steady for the first time. Tara points to the dolphin, then hands Mira a small, sun-warmed seashell, its spiral shape a symbol of balance, a piece of the ocean's harmony to hold as they row. Balance is in the dance, she says. Mira holds the seashell, its warmth grounding her, her breath slowing as she mirrors the dolphin's effortless harmony, her tension between searching and peace settling into balance. Tara rows beside her, the seagull's cry a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart center, her journey now a path of equilibrium. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave dances in balance, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with harmony. The Buddha taught the middle way avoids extremes. In balance, one finds the path to liberation. This Zen principle of balance encourages you to harmonize effort and ease, neither striving too hard nor giving up, like a dolphin leaping with grace through the waves. Some traditions believe balance requires meditative practice to steady the mind, while others see it as a natural alignment with life's rhythm. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The dolphin's leap, like a balanced heart, moves with harmony when you neither force nor flee, its grace a guide to timeless joy, like a seagull soaring in the breeze, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a centered spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's tension mirrors your own when you feel torn between extremes, perhaps pushing too hard for answers or retreating from your path, struggling between effort and rest. Like a sailor caught between adventure and home, the dolphin's leap, a dance of strength and ease, is like the middle way. It invites you to find harmony, balancing your striving with peace, like a wave rising and falling in rhythm, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with equilibrium. Zen teaches that extremes create inner conflict, but balance brings joy, like a seagull gliding without strain, allowing you to sleep with a steady heart and rise with a centered spirit, as if harmony has always been your path. Tara's sun-warmed seashell, its spiral, a symbol of balance, shows that harmony begins with a mindful act, breathing, aligning, its warmth, a spark of equilibrium, like a single leap, grounding a playful dance. Her sunlit presence, one with the ocean's rhythm, embodies a life of balanced awareness, each moment a dance of harmony, like a dolphin weaving through waves. The sea's azure glow, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to find balance, each breath a chance to rest in life's steady flow. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative balance to find the middle way. Others, the spontaneous harmony of living without extremes. Both paths lead to the same sea. Balance whispers joy, like a dolphin leaping with timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the dolphin's leap, steady and graceful, dancing through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a tension between extremes? Perhaps pushing too hard or holding back in doubt. Notice it gently, like a ripple on the waves. What sensations stir? A racing pulse? A heavy heart? Let them settle, like a seagull on the wind. You might reflect on a moment you felt unbalanced, as Mira did. What would it feel like to find harmony, to balance effort and ease, like the dolphin's playful leap? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like salt in the air. Imagine sailing with Tara, the seashell in your hand, its warmth grounding you. The sea whispers, balance holds, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to find harmony, to rest in life's steady dance. As you exhale, feel your heart center, ready to carry this balance into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The dolphin's sunlit leap fades, and now you row your small wooden boat toward a shallow sandbar at dusk, where the ocean's waves lap gently against a crescent of golden sand, their edges glowing with the last amber light of the setting sun. The sandbar shifts softly with each wave, its shape ever changing, yet steady, a quiet dance of impermanence amidst the sea's endless expanse. The air is cool, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint warmth of sun-baked sand, each breath slowing to match the sandbar's gentle shift, a tender rhythm of release in the twilight's embrace. A small turn skitters along the sand, its tiny tracks fading with the next wave, drawing you deeper into this moment's liberating calm. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into the radiant freedom of now. Today's a moment to release and find freedom as you anchor near this shifting sandbar. Mira, the young rower you met amidst the dolphin's dance, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the sun-warmed seashell from their last meeting still in her satchel, its spiral warmth a reminder of the balance she's beginning to embrace. The dolphin's harmonious leap has centered her heart between searching for her origins and finding peace, but a quiet clinging lingers, a lingering attachment to knowing her past, as if answers will define her worth, holding her back from true freedom. They anchor near the sandbar, stepping onto its shifting surface, the sand soft and yielding beneath their feet, the waves reshaping its edges with each gentle lap. Mira watches the sandbar shift, its form never fixed, and turns to Tara. I feel balanced now, she says, but I still cling to needing answers about my past. How do I let go and be free? Tara kneels on the sand, her saffron robes catching the twilight's glow, her eyes tracing the turn's fading tracks, her face serene as the sandbar's golden expanse. Watch, she says, her voice soft as the waves whisper. Mira observes the sandbar, its shape changing with each wave, never clinging to its form, yet always present, a dance of freedom in the sea's flow. Tara shares a story of a pearl diver named Soma, who once worked near a sandbar like this, her heart heavy with attachment to her past failures, lost pearls, broken nets, fearing they defined her worth, holding her back from diving freely. Soma clung to her regrets until one dusk she watched a sandbar shift like this, its form released by the waves, yet its essence remained. The sandbar's freedom taught her to let go of her past, diving with a light heart, finding pearls with ease for the first time, her spirit free in the sea's embrace. Tara scoops a handful of sand, letting it slip through her fingers, its grains catching the last light, and hands Mira a small, smooth sand dollar, its star-shaped pattern a symbol of release, a piece of the sandbar's freedom to hold as they sit. Release and be free, she says. Mira holds the sand dollar, its smoothness grounding her, her breath softening as she mirrors the sandbar's yielding release, her clinging to her past fading like tracks in the sand. Tara sits beside her, the turns skitter, a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart lighten, her journey now a path of freedom. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave sets her free, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with a liberated spirit. The Buddha taught, attachment is the root of suffering. Release it, and you find liberation. This Zen principle of non-attachment invites you to let go of what binds you, past regrets, fears, or needs, finding freedom in life's flow, like a sandbar shifting with the waves. Some traditions believe non-attachment requires meditative practice to dissolve clinging, while others see it as a natural surrender to impermanence. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The sandbar's shift, like a freed heart, releases when you let go. Its fluidity, a guide to timeless joy. Like a tern dancing on the shore, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a liberated spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's clinging to her past mirrors your own when you hold on to what no longer serves you. Perhaps a regret, a need for answers, or a fear that binds you, like a pearl diver weighed down by lost nets. The sandbar, shifting with each wave, is like non-attachment. It invites you to release what you cling to, finding freedom in life's impermanence, like a wave reshaping the sand, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with a light heart. Zen teaches that attachment creates suffering, but letting go brings peace, like a tern's tracks fading with the tide, allowing you to sleep with a liberated heart and rise with a free spirit, as if you've always been unbound. Tara's sand, dollar, smooth with a star, shows that freedom begins with a single act, breathing, releasing, its smoothness, a spark of liberation, like a single grain slipping through your fingers. Her twilight presence, one with the sandbar's calm, embodies a life of liberated trust, each moment a shift with the sea, like a wave washing the shore clean. The sandbar's golden glow, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to let go, each breath a chance to rest in life's flow. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative release to end attachment, others, the spontaneous freedom of a surrendered heart. Both paths lead to the same sandbar. Freedom whispers, joy, like a wave, shifting timeless peace. As you rest here, Let your breath be the sandbar's shift, soft and yielding, flowing through this moment's quiet. Can you sense something you cling to, perhaps a regret, a need for certainty, or a fear that binds you? Notice it gently, like a track in the sand. What sensations stir? A heavy heart? A tense grip? Let them fade, like sand with the waves. You might reflect on something you've held onto, as Mira did. What would it feel like to let go? To be free, like the sandbar's shifting dance with the sea? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like salt in the air. Imagine sitting with Tara, the sand dollar in your hand, its smoothness grounding you. The sandbar whispers, release. You are calm. Each breath is a chance to let go, to rest in life's freedom. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this freedom into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The sandbar's shifting freedom fades, and now you row your small wooden boat along a quiet shoreline at dawn, where the ocean's waves lap gently against a pebbled beach, their edges catching the first soft light of a rose-hued sunrise. A piece of driftwood rests on the shore, its weathered surface etched with the sea's marks, swirls, knots, and scars smoothed by time, glowing like a story carved in wood under the morning glow. The air is fresh, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint warmth of sun-kissed pebbles, each breath slowing to match the waves, gentle rhythm, a tender pulse of acceptance in the dawn's embrace. A small crab emerges from beneath the driftwood, its shell glinting as it scuttles across the pebbles, drawing you deeper into this moment's serene beauty. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into the radiant peace of now. Today's a moment to embrace beauty as you anchor along this pebbled shore. Mira, the young rower you met on the shifting sandbar, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the sand dollar from their last meeting still in her satchel, its star-shaped smoothness, a reminder of the freedom she's beginning to feel in letting go. The sandbar's release has lightened her attachment to knowing her origins, but a quiet self-criticism lingers, a judgment of her own journey, as if her scars of longing make her less whole, less beautiful in her search. They anchor near the pebbled beach, stepping onto the shore where the driftwood rests, its weathered marks a silent lesson in the morning light. Mira kneels by the driftwood, tracing its knots and scars with her fingers, and turns to Tara. I feel free in letting go, she says, but I judge my journey's scars. How can I see them as beautiful? Tara sits on a nearby pebble, her saffron robes catching the sunrise's glow, her eyes tracing the driftwood's etched story, her face serene as the shore's golden expanse. See, she says, her voice soft as the crab's scuttle. Mira looks at the driftwood, its scars smoothed by the sea, each mark a story of its journey. Storms, tides, and time, making it uniquely beautiful in its imperfection. Tara shares a story of a carver named Echo, who once lived by a shore like this, his heart heavy with self-criticism for his own flaws, failed carvings, unsteady hands, fearing they diminished his art, his worth. Echo discarded imperfect pieces until one dawn he found a piece of driftwood like this, its scars glowing in the light. The sea's marks taught him to see beauty in imperfection, and he carved it into a bowl. Its flaws, a story of resilience, his heart accepting his own journey's scars for the first time, his art radiant with newfound peace. Tara lifts the driftwood, its weathered surface warm in her hands, and hands Mira a small, sea-smoothed pebble, its gray surface etched with a single swirl, a piece of the shore's beauty to hold as they sit. "Your scars are your art," she says. Mira holds the pebble, its smoothness grounding her breath softening as she mirrors the driftwood's acceptance, her self-criticism fading like pebbles smoothed by the waves. Tara sits beside her, the crabs scuttle, a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart open, her journey now a path of self-acceptance. That night, she dreams of a shore where every scar shines like art, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with a love for her own story. The Buddha taught, all things are impermanent. In their flaws, they hold the beauty of existence. This Zen principle of wabi-sabi celebrates the beauty of imperfection, urging you to embrace your scars as part of life's art, like driftwood etched by the sea's touch. Some traditions view imperfection as a reminder to transcend attachment to ideals, while others see it as a joyful acceptance of life's natural state. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The driftwood's marks, like your journey's scars, are not flaws, but a unique beauty. Its story a guide to timeless joy, like a crab dancing on the shore, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a loving spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's self-criticism mirrors your own when you judge your imperfections. Perhaps scars of past struggles, feelings of inadequacy, or a journey that feels flawed, like a carver rejecting his unsteady hands. The driftwood, its marks glowing with the sea's story, is like wabi-sabi. It invites you to see beauty in your imperfections, finding peace in their unique tale, like a pebble smoothed by waves, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with self-love. Zen teaches that rejecting your flaws creates inner conflict, but embracing them weaves you into life's art, like a crab finding shelter in the driftwood's embrace, allowing you to sleep with a loving heart and rise with an accepting spirit, as if your scars have always been beautiful. Tara's sea-smoothed pebble, etched with a swirl, shows that acceptance begins with seeing, breathing, feeling your scars as art, its smoothness a spark of beauty, like a single mark carved by the sea. Her dawn-lit presence, one with the shores, calm, embodies a life that cherishes the imperfect, each moment a flawed masterpiece, like a wave polishing the pebbles. The shore's warm light, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to love your journey. Each breath, a chance to rest in your own beauty. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize detachment from perfection through meditation, others, the spontaneous joy of life's imperfections. Both paths lead to the same shore. Acceptance whispers joy, like driftwood glowing with timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the wave's touch, soft and smoothing, polishing this moment's quiet. Can you sense a self-judgment? Perhaps a scar you criticize, a feeling of inadequacy. Notice it gently, like a mark on the driftwood. What sensations stir? A heavy heart, a tense breath? Let them settle, like pebbles on the shore. You might reflect on a moment you felt flawed, as Mira did. What would it feel like to see your scars as art? To embrace your journey like the driftwood's weathered beauty? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like salt in the air. Imagine sitting with Tara, the pebble in your hand, its smoothness grounding you. The shore whispers, "Scars are beauty, you are calm." Each breath is a chance to embrace your journey, to rest in life's tender art. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this acceptance into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The driftwood's weathered beauty fades, and now you row your small wooden boat through a turbulent sea at twilight, where the ocean churns with dark waves, their crests tipped with frothy white, under a sky heavy with storm clouds. Flashes of lightning illuminating the horizon in bursts of silver. A tidal wave looms in the distance, its towering form a shadowed force, rising with the storm's energy, yet its motion carries a quiet promise of renewal amidst the chaos. The air is charged, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the sharp ozone of the approaching storm, each breath sinking with the ocean's restless surge, a powerful rhythm of healing in the twilight's stormy embrace. A lone petrel skims the waves, its wings steady against the wind, drawing you deeper into this moment's transformative calm. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's determined rocking cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into the radiant peace of now. Today's a moment to heal through the storm as you navigate this turbulent sea. Mira, the young rower you met on the pebbled shore, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the sea-smoothed pebble from their last meeting still. In her satchel, its etched swirl a reminder of the beauty she's beginning to see in her journey's scars. The driftwood's weathered marks have opened her heart to self-acceptance, but a quiet resentment lingers, a hurt toward the unknown parents who left her adrift, a wound that stirs with the storm's unrest, holding her back from true healing. They sail through the turbulent sea, the tidal wave approaching, its power a silent lesson in the twilight storm. Mira grips her oars, her heart heavy with old pain, and turns to Tara. "I see beauty in my scars," she says, "but I resent those who left me. How do I heal this hurt?" Tara steadies the boat against the waves, her saffron robes damp with spray, her eyes tracing the tidal waves' rise, her face serene as the ocean's stormy expanse. "Feel its force," she says, her voice steady as the petrel's wings. Mira watches the tidal wave, its power a surge of release, washing over the sea with a force that cleanses rather than destroys, a promise of renewal in its wake. Tara shares a story of a survivor named Jiro, who once sailed these waters, his heart heavy with resentment after a storm took his family, blaming the sea for his loss. His pain a storm within, Jiro sailed with anger until one twilight, a tidal wave like this swept his boat, forcing him to cling to a piece of wreckage. In its aftermath, he found a village in need, their homes washed away, and helped them rebuild. His act of compassion washing away his resentment, his heart healed by the sea's renewal for the first time, his spirit light with forgiveness. Tara holds her hands to the spray, catching a few droplets of seawater, their coolness glistening, and hands Mira a small storm-worn shell, its surface cracked but whole, a piece of the sea's healing to hold as they brace the storm. Heal through compassion, she says. Mira holds the shell, its coolness grounding her, her breath softening as she mirrors the tidal waves' cleansing release. Her resentment toward her parents fading like debris in the sea's wake. Tara rows beside her, the petrel's flight, a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart mend, her journey now a path of healing. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave washes away pain, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with forgiveness. The Buddha taught, resentment is like drinking poison and expecting another to suffer. Let it go, and you are free. This Zen principle of compassion, karuna, urges you to release resentment through understanding, healing your heart with the same kindness you offer others, like a tidal wave cleansing the shore. Some traditions believe healing requires meditative compassion to soften the heart, while others see it as a natural act of letting go. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The tidal wave's surge, like compassion, heals when you release resentment, its force a guide to timeless joy, like a petrel flying through the storm, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a healed spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's resentment mirrors your own when you hold on to old hurts. Perhaps a betrayal, a loss, or a wound that festers. Like a sailor blaming the sea for his pain, the tidal wave, its surge of force of renewal, is like compassion. It invites you to release resentment, healing your heart through understanding, like a wave washing the shore clean, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with a light spirit. Zen teaches that resentment binds you to suffering, but compassion sets you free, like a petrel soaring above the storm, allowing you to sleep with a healed heart and rise with a forgiving spirit, as if the wound has been washed away. Tara's storm-worn shell, cracked yet whole, shows that healing begins with a single act, breathing, offering understanding, its coolness a spark of release, like a single wave clearing debris. Her storm-lit presence, one with the sea's rhythm, embodies a life free of resentment, each moment a wave of compassion, like a droplet of spray in the wind. The sea's stormy surge, scented with ozone, mirrors your capacity to heal, each breath a chance to rest in forgiveness. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative compassion to heal resentment. Others, the spontaneous release of a forgiving heart. Both paths lead to the same sea. Compassion whispers joy, like a tidal wave, healing timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the tidal wave's surge, powerful yet cleansing, washing through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a resentment you hold? Perhaps a hurt, a grudge, or a lingering pain? Notice it gently, like a wave in the storm. What sensations stir? A heavy heart, a tight chest, Let them wash away, like debris in the sea. You might reflect on someone who caused you pain, as Mira did. What would it feel like to offer compassion, to heal like the tidal wave's renewing force? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like ozone in the air. Imagine sailing with Tara, the shell in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The sea whispers, compassion heals. You are calm. Each breath is a chance to release, to rest in life's cleansing flow. As you exhale, feel your heart mend, ready to carry this healing into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The tidal wave's stormy surge fades, and now you row your small wooden boat along a rugged coastline at dawn, where towering cliffs rise sharply from the ocean, their jagged edges softened by the first golden rays of sunrise, casting long shadows across the deep emerald waves below. A lone osprey perches on the cliff's edge, its feathers ruffled by a salty breeze, its piercing gaze fixed on the sea, a quiet sentinel of strength amidst the morning's calm. The air is crisp, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint earthiness of lichen clinging to the rocks, each breath slowing to match the ocean's steady rhythm, a powerful pulse of resilience in the dawn's embrace. The osprey's sharp cry echoes off the cliffs, a call of endurance cutting through the stillness, drawing you deeper into this moment's steadfast peace. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into the radiant calm of now. Today's a moment to stand resilient as you sail along this rugged coastline. Mira, the young rower you met amidst the storm's tidal wave, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the storm-worn shell from their last meeting still in her satchel, its cracked wholeness a reminder of the healing she's beginning to embrace through compassion. The tidal wave's cleansing release has washed away her resentment toward her unknown parents, but a quiet vulnerability lingers, a fear of life's uncertainties, the storms that may come, threatening to shake her newfound peace. They sail along the coastline, the cliff's edge looming above, its steadfast presence a silent lesson in the morning light. Mira watches the osprey perch unyieldingly against the breeze, its strength a quiet force, and turns to Tara. "I've healed my resentment," she says, "but I fear life's uncertainties. How do I find resilience to face them?" Tara guides the boat closer to shore, her saffron robes catching the sunrise's glow, her eyes tracing the osprey's steady stance, her face serene as the cliff's rugged expanse. "Feel its edge," she says, her voice steady as the osprey's cry. Mira gazes at the cliff, its jagged form enduring countless storms, its edge a testament to resilience carved by time and tide. Tara shares a story of a lighthouse keeper named Soma, who once tended a beacon on a cliff like this, her heart trembling with fear of the storms that battered her post, gales, floods, and darkness threatening her light, her peace. Soma hid from the storms until one dawn she watched an osprey like this perch on the cliff's edge, its wings steady through the wind, enduring with quiet strength. The osprey's resilience taught Soma to stand firm, tending her light through every storm, her heart unshaken for the first time, her spirit a beacon of endurance. Tara points to the osprey, then hands Mira a small jagged cliffstone, its surface rough yet warm from the sun, a piece of the cliff's resilience to hold as they row. Stand firm with the cliff, she says. Mira holds the stone, its roughness grounding her, her breath slowing as she mirrors the osprey's steadfast endurance, her fear of uncertainties fading like shadows in the sunrise. Tara rows beside her, the osprey's cry a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart strengthen, her journey now a path of resilience. That night, she dreams of a cliff standing tall through every storm, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with unyielding strength. The Buddha taught, as a rock is not shaken by the wind, the wise stand firm amidst life's storms. This Zen principle of resilience, virya, urges you to cultivate inner strength, enduring life's uncertainties with a steadfast heart, like a cliff standing through the tides. Some traditions believe resilience requires meditative fortitude to steady the mind, while others see it as a natural response when you trust your inner strength. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The cliff's edge, like a resilient heart, endures when you stand firm, its steadfastness a guide to timeless joy, like an osprey facing the breeze, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with an unshaken spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's fear of uncertainties mirrors your own when life's challenges loom. Perhaps a fear of failure, a struggle that tests your spirit, or an unknown future that shakes your peace. Like a lighthouse, keeper dreading the storm, the cliff's edge, standing firm through time, is like virya. It invites you to cultivate resilience within, facing life's uncertainties with strength, like a wave carving the rock without breaking it, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with steadfastness. Zen teaches that fear weakens the heart, but resilience brings peace, like an osprey perching through the wind, allowing you to sleep with a steady heart and rise with an unshaken spirit, as if you've always been strong enough. Tara's cliffstone, rough yet warm, shows that resilience begins with standing firm, breathing, trusting your strength. Its texture, a spark of endurance, like a single cry anchoring a stormy sky. Her sunlit presence, one with the cliffs, calm, embodies a life of steadfast endurance, each moment a stand against the storm, like lichen clinging to rock. The cliff's rugged air, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to stand firm, each breath a chance to rest in life's enduring strength. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative resolve to build resilience. Others, the spontaneous strength of a trusting heart. Both paths lead to the same cliff. Resilience whispers joy like an edge, enduring timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the osprey's stance, steady and strong, grounding this moment's quiet. Can you sense a fear of uncertainty? Perhaps a challenge, a doubt, or a storm on the horizon? Notice it gently, like a shadow on the cliff. What sensations stir? A heavy heart, a tense breath. Let them settle, like lichen on the rock. You might reflect on a moment you felt shaken as Mira did. What would it feel like to stand firm, to find resilience like the cliff's enduring edge? No need to answer, Let the question drift like salt in the air. Imagine rowing with Tara, the stone in your hand, its roughness grounding you. The cliff whispers, resilience holds, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to stand firm, to rest in life's steady strength. As you exhale, feel your heart strengthen, ready to carry this resilience into your dreams. Awakening with peace tomorrow, the cliff's rugged resilience fades, and now you sail your small wooden boat across a tranquil sea at night, where the full moon hangs low, casting a silver path across the inky waves, their gentle surfaces shimmering like liquid starlight under the lunar glow. The boat's sail catches a soft night breeze, billowing with a pale luminescence, as if the moon itself is guiding your journey through the stillness. The air is cool, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the faint sweetness of night air carried on the breeze, each breath slowing to match the sea's serene rhythm, a quiet lullaby of peace in the moonlit calm. A lone jellyfish drifts nearby, its translucent body pulsing with a soft glow, drawing you deeper into this moment's tranquil serenity. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into the radiant peace of now. Today's a moment to sail with serenity as you glide through this moonlit sea. Mira, the young rower you met along the cliff's edge, sails her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the jagged cliff stone from their last meeting still in her satchel, its rough warmth a reminder of the resilience she's beginning to embrace. The cliff's steadfast endurance has strengthened her heart against life's uncertainties, but a quiet restlessness lingers, a worry that daily frustrations, the small waves of life, might disrupt her newfound peace. They sail under the moonlit sky, the sail glowing with silver light, its calm presence a silent lesson in the night's embrace. Mira watches the sail catch the breeze, its motion steady and unhurried, and turns to Tara. I feel resilient now, she says, but I worry life's small struggles will unsettle me. How do I find lasting serenity? Tara adjusts the sail's ropes, her saffron robes shimmering in the moonlight, her eyes tracing the jellyfish's gentle pulse, her face serene as the sea's silver expanse. Feel its glow, she says, her voice soft as the jellyfish's light. Mira closes her eyes, feeling the moonlight on her face, the sail's steady motion, a quiet anchor in the night, the sea's calm wrapping around her like a gentle embrace. Tara shares a story of a captain named Echo, who once sailed these waters under the moon, his heart often troubled by life's small irritations, leaky boats, tangled nets, the weight of daily toil, fearing they'd dim his peace, his joy. Echo sailed with unrest, until one night he guided his boat under a moonlit sky like this, the sail glowing with silver serenity, its calm teaching him to rest within, not fighting life's small waves, but letting them pass. In the moonlight's glow, Echo found lasting serenity, his heart light with inner peace for the first time, his spirit a beacon in the night. Tara scoops a handful of moonlit water, its droplets shimmering like stars, and hands Mira a small, translucent moonstone, its surface glowing faintly, a piece of the sea's serenity to hold as they sail. Serenity shines within, she says, Mira holds the moonstone, its glow grounding her, her breath slowing as she mirrors the sail's calm, her restlessness fading like ripples in the moonlight. Tara sails beside her, the jellyfish's glow a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart settle, her journey now a path of serenity. That night, she dreams of a sea where every wave glows with peace, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with lasting calm. The Buddha taught, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. This Zen principle of inner serenity urges you to find calm within your heart, untouched by life's small storms, like a sail glowing under the moon's light. Some traditions believe serenity requires meditative practice to still the mind, while others see it as a natural state when you release resistance. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The moonlit sail, like inner peace, shines when you rest within, its glow a guide to timeless joy, like a jellyfish drifting in the night, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a tranquil spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's restlessness mirrors your own when life's small frustrations unsettle your peace. Perhaps daily irritations, minor setbacks, or the weight of routine dimming your joy. Like a captain troubled by tangled nets, the moonlit sail, glowing with steady calm, is like inner serenity. It invites you to rest within, letting outer waves pass without clinging, like a wave shimmering in the moonlight, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with tranquility. Zen teaches that outer struggles stir unrest, but serenity brings joy, like a jellyfish glowing without effort, allowing you to sleep with a peaceful heart and rise with a tranquil spirit, as if peace has always been your anchor. Tara's moonstone, faintly glowing, shows that serenity begins with a single choice: to pause, to breathe, its light a spark of calm, like a single wave reflecting the moon. Her moonlit presence, one with the sea's rhythm, embodies a life of inner tranquility, each moment a glow of peace, like a star in the night sky. The sea's silver glow, scented with salt, mirrors your capacity to find serenity within, each breath a chance to rest in inner calm. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditation to cultivate serenity, others, the spontaneous return to your calm center. Both paths lead to the same sea. Serenity whispers joy, like a sail glowing with timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the sail's glow, soft and steady, lighting this moment's quiet. Can you sense a restlessness, perhaps an irritation, a worry about small struggles? Notice it gently, like a ripple on the waves. What sensations stir? A tense breath? A heavy heart? Let them settle, like a jellyfish in the sea. You might reflect on a moment you felt unsettled, as Mira did. What would it feel like to rest within, to find serenity like the sail's moonlit glow? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like salt in the air. Imagine sailing with Tara, the moonstone in your hand, its glow grounding you. The sea whispers, serenity shines. You are calm. Each breath is a chance to rest within, to rest in life's tranquil glow. As you exhale, feel your heart settle, ready to carry this serenity into your dreams. awakening with peace tomorrow. The moonlit sail's serene glow fades, and now you sail your small wooden boat through a stormy ocean at midnight, where the sea roars with dark, towering waves, their crests crashing under a sky thick with rolling clouds, lit by jagged flashes of lightning that streak across the horizon. The wind howls fiercely, whipping the waves into a frenzy. Yet amidst the storm's chaos, a quiet strength emerges, a call to bravery in the face of the tempest. The air is charged, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the sharp ozone of the storm, each breath quickening to match the ocean's wild rhythm, a powerful pulse of courage in the midnight's fury. A sheer water battles the wind, its wings cutting through the gale with determined grace, drawing you deeper into this moment's fearless resolve. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's fierce rocking steadies you, each exhale a release into the radiant strength of now. Today's a moment to face the storm with courage as you navigate this raging sea. Mira, the young rower you met under the moonlit sail, sails her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the glowing moonstone from their last meeting still in her satchel, its faint light a reminder of the serenity she's beginning to embrace within. The sail's silver calm has steadied her heart against life's small frustrations, but a quiet fear lingers, a dread of the larger storms, the challenges that might test her peace, her resolve to continue her search for her origins. They sail into the storm, the ocean's waves towering like shadowed giants, their fury a silent lesson in the midnight chaos. Mira grips the sail's ropes, her heart pounding with fear, and turns to Tara. "I've found serenity within," she says, "but I fear these storms will break me. How do I find courage to face them?" Tara braces against the wind, her saffron robes soaked with spray, her eyes tracing the sheer water's determined flight, her face serene as the ocean's stormy expanse. "Feel its wings," she says, her voice steady as the birds cry through the gale. Mira watches the sheer water, its wings battling the wind, yet soaring with unyielding grace, a symbol of courage amidst the storm's rage. Tara shares a story of a rower named Kai, who once sailed these waters during a storm like this, his heart heavy with fear after losing his boat to a previous tempest. Dreading the waves would claim him again, his resolve faltering, Kai rowed with terror until one midnight he saw a sheer water like this, its wings cutting through the gale, facing the storm with fearless grace. The bird's courage taught Kai to row with determination, not fleeing the waves but facing them, and he survived the storm, his heart bold with newfound bravery, his spirit a beacon through the night. Tara holds her hands to the storm's spray, catching a few droplets, their coolness a spark of strength, and hands Mira a small storm-tossed feather from the sheer water, its damp softness a piece of the ocean's courage to hold as they sail. "Face the storm," she says. Mira holds the feather, its softness grounding her, her breath steadying as she mirrors the sheer water's fearless flight, her fear of the storm fading like lightning in the distance. Tara sails beside her, the sheer waters cry a fierce companion, and Mira feels her heart rise, her journey now a path of courage. That night, She dreams of a sea where every wave fuels her bravery, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey with fearless resolve. The Buddha taught, conquer fear with courage, for it is the path to liberation. This Zen principle of courage urges you to face life's storms with a bold heart, standing firm amidst challenges, like a shearwater soaring through the gale. Some traditions believe courage requires meditative clarity to overcome fear, while others see it as a natural response to life's trials. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The shearwater's flight, like a courageous heart, soars when you face the storm, its grace a guide to timeless joy, like a wave crashing with power, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a fearless spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's fear of the storm mirrors your own when life's challenges intimidate you, perhaps a daunting obstacle, a fear of failure, or a trial that tests your resolve. Like a rower dreading the tempest's fury, the sheer water battling the wind with grace is like courage. It invites you to face your fears head on, standing firm with a bold heart, like a wave meeting the shore with force, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with bravery. Zen teaches that fear shrinks the heart, but courage expands it, like a bird soaring through the storm, allowing you to sleep with a fearless heart and rise with a bold spirit, as if you've always been capable, facing the gale. Tara's storm-tossed feather, damp yet strong, shows that courage begins with facing, breathing, standing firm, its softness a spark of bravery, like a single wing cutting through the wind. Her storm-lit presence, one with the sea's rhythm, embodies a life of fearless resolve, each moment a stand against the gale. Like a droplet of spray in the tempest, the sea's stormy air, scented with ozone, mirrors your capacity to face fear, each breath a chance to rest in life's bold strength. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditative resolve to conquer fear. Others, the spontaneous bravery of a fearless heart. Both paths lead to the same storm. Courage whispers joy, like a sheer water soaring with timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the sheer water's flight, bold and steady, soaring through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a fear within? Perhaps an obstacle, a doubt, or a challenge you dread? Notice it gently, like a wave in the storm. What sensations stir? A racing heart? A tense grip? Let them steady, like a bird in the wind. You might reflect on a moment you felt afraid, as Mira did. What would it feel like to face it with courage? To stand firm like the sheer water's wings in the gale? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like ozone in the air. Imagine sailing with Tara, the feather in your hand, its softness grounding you. The storm whispers. Courage rises. You are calm. Each breath is a chance to face fear, to rest in life's bold flow. As you exhale, feel your heart rise, ready to carry this courage into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The stormy ocean's fierce waves fade, and now you row your small wooden boat toward a distant shore at dawn, where the sea meets a vast desert, its golden dunes stretching endlessly under a sky painted with soft hues of peach and lavender. An oasis shimmers in the distance, a cluster of palm trees surrounding a clear turquoise pool, their fronds swaying gently in the morning breeze. A quiet haven of life amidst the arid expanse. The air is warm, scented with the briny tang of the sea and the faint sweetness of dates ripening on the palms, each breath slowing to match the desert's serene stillness, a tender pulse of unity in the dawn's embrace. A gazelle drinks at the oasis's edge, its graceful form a silent thread in the desert's tapestry, drawing you deeper into this moment's boundless oneness. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you, each exhale a softening into the radiant peace of now. Today is a moment to feel the oneness of all as you reach this desert shore. Mira, the young rower you met amidst the ocean storm, rows her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the storm-tossed feather from their last meeting still in her satchel, its damp softness a reminder of the courage she's beginning to embrace. The sheer water's fearless flight has emboldened her heart to face life's storms, but a quiet wonder lingers, a longing to understand how her journey, her search for, her origins, connects her to the greater whole, to all that is. They reach the shore, stepping onto the warm sand, the oasis, a shimmering promise ahead, its presence a silent lesson in the morning light. Mira watches the gazelle move with grace, its life woven into the desert's rhythm, and turns to Tara. I've found courage to face storms, she says, but how does my journey connect me to everything? How am I part of all? Tara leads them toward the oasis, her saffron robes catching the sunrise's glow, her eyes tracing the gazelle's gentle steps, her face serene as the desert's golden expanse. Look, she says, her voice soft as the palm fronds sway. Mira gazes at the oasis, its pool a mirror of the sky, the palms, the gazelle, all life sustained by its waters, each element a thread in a greater tapestry. Sand, sun, water, life, all one in the desert's embrace. Tara shares a story of a nomad named Soma, who once roamed this desert, her heart heavy with a sense of separation, feeling her solitary travels set her apart from the world. Her search for water a lonely path, Soma wandered with isolation until one dawn she found an oasis like this, its waters sustaining not just her, but the gazelle, the birds, the palms, a web of life where her journey was but one thread woven into the whole. Soma realized her every step, her every search, connected her to all life, her spirit boundless with oneness. For the first time, her heart a part of the desert's song. Tara kneels by the pool, scooping a handful of turquoise water, its coolness shimmering, and hands Mira a small, sun-bleached palm frond, its green tip a symbol of life's unity, a piece of the oasis to hold as they sit. All are one, she says. Mira holds the frond, its softness grounding her breath softening as she feels her journey as part of the desert's web, her sense of separation fading like mirages in the sand. Tara sits beside her, the gazelle's grace, a gentle companion, and Mira feels her heart expand, her journey now a path of oneness. That night, she dreams of a desert where every dune sings of unity, waking with a heart ready to embrace the journey as part of the whole. The Buddha taught, in seeing the interdependence of all things, one realizes there is no separation. This Zen principle of interconnectedness, pratitya samutpada, reveals that your life is woven into a vast web of unity, each moment, each being, a thread in the tapestry of existence, like an oasis sustaining life in the desert. Some traditions believe this oneness requires meditative insight to see, while others see it as a lived truth in every encounter. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The oasis's web, like your life, weaves you into a greater whole, its unity a guide to timeless joy, like a gazelle drinking at dawn, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a connected spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's longing to connect mirrors your own when you feel separate from the whole, perhaps a sense of isolation, a longing to belong, or a question about your place in the world, like a nomad wandering alone in the desert. The desert oasis, its water sustaining all life, is like interconnectedness. It invites you to see your journey as part of a greater whole. Each step, each search, a thread in life's tapestry, like a palm frond swaying with the breeze, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with unity. Zen teaches that separation creates loneliness, but oneness brings peace, like a gazelle woven into the desert's rhythm, allowing you to sleep with a connected heart and rise with a unified spirit, as if you've always been part of the web. Tara's palm frond, soft yet vibrant, shows that oneness begins with seeing, breathing, feeling your place in the whole. Its green, a spark of unity, like a single drop sustaining life. Her dawn-lit presence, one with the oasis's calm, embodies a life of interconnected awareness, each moment a thread in the world's fabric, like a bird nesting in the palms. The desert's warm sands, scented with dates, mirror your capacity to feel one with all, each breath a chance to rest in life's unity. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditation to see interdependence, others, the spontaneous joy of being part of all. Both paths lead to the same oasis. Oneness whispers joy, like a pool reflecting timeless peace. As you rest here, let your breath be the gazelle's grace, soft and woven, flowing through this moment's quiet. Can you sense a feeling of separation? Perhaps a longing to belong, a sense of isolation? Notice it gently, like a mirage in the sand. What sensations stir? A quiet ache, a warm wonder. Let them blend like water in the pool. You might reflect on a moment you felt apart, as Mira did. What would it feel like to see yourself as one with all, like a thread in the oasis's web? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like sweetness in the air. Imagine sitting with Tara, the frond in your hand, its softness grounding you. The oasis whispers, all is one, you are calm. Each breath is a chance to feel connected, to rest in life's unity. As you exhale, feel your heart expand, ready to carry this oneness into your dreams, awakening with peace tomorrow. The desert oasis's shimmering unity fades, and now you sail your small wooden boat back to the ocean, arriving at a quiet coastal shore at dawn, where the sea meets a sandy beach framed by low cliffs. their surfaces dappled with wildflowers in hues of lavender and gold, basking in the first light of a peach-hued sunrise. The waves lap gently at the shore, their edges sparkling with the morning's glow, while a soft breeze carries the scent of blooming flowers across the sand, weaving a tapestry of renewal in the dawn's embrace. The air is fresh, scented with the briny tang of salt water and the delicate sweetness of the wildflowers, each breath slowing to match the sea's tranquil rhythm, a tender lullaby of joy in the morning light. A sandpiper darts along the water's edge, its tiny legs a dance of delight, drawing you deeper into this moment's radiant awakening. Your body rests heavily, as if the boat's gentle rocking cradles you, each exhale adrift into the serene peace of now. Today's a moment to awaken to joy as you anchor at this coastal dawn. Mira, the young rower you met at the desert oasis, sails her small boat beside the Zen monk Tara, the palm frond from their last meeting still in her satchel, its green softness a reminder of the oneness she's beginning to feel with all life. The oasis's web of connection has woven her journey into a greater whole, leaving her with a quiet wonder about how to carry this peace, this unity, into her daily life beyond the search for her origins. They anchor at the coastal shore, stepping onto the warm sand, the wildflowers blooming vibrantly along the cliffs, their colors a silent lesson in the dawn's light. Mira watches the sandpiper dance with joy, its movements a celebration of the moment, and turns to Tara. I feel one with all, she says, but how do I live this peace each day? Beyond my journey, Tara sits on the sand, her saffron robes catching the sunrise's glow, her eyes tracing the sandpiper's playful steps, her face serene as the shore's golden expanse. Be as the dawn, she says, her voice soft as the waves whisper. Mira gazes at the sunrise, its light touching each wave, each flower, each grain of sand with equal warmth, a promise of joy in every new day. Tara shares a story of a seeker named Cairo, who once wandered these shores, his heart seeking a lasting joy that would endure beyond his travels, his search for meaning. Cairo found this coastal dawn, the sunrise whispering to his heart, showing him that each new day was a renewal, a chance to live with the peace he'd found through embracing the unknown, stillness, letting be, trust, clarity, kindness, insight, patience, hope, connection, intention, balance, freedom, acceptance, healing, resilience, serenity, and courage, all woven into oneness. Cairo carried this joy into each moment, his spirit renewed with every sunrise, his life a dance of peace. Tara picks a small lavender wildflower, its petals soft and vibrant, a piece of the dawn's joy to hold as they rest. Joy awakens each dawn, she says. Mira holds the flower, its softness grounding her, her breath slowing as she feels her journey's lessons weave into her daily life, her heart awakening to joy with the dawn's light. Tara rests beside her, the sandpipers dance a gentle lullaby, and Mira feels her heart rise, her journey now a path of daily joy. That night, she dreams of a shore where every sunrise brings peace, waking with a heart ready to live each day with radiant calm. The Buddha taught, radiate boundless joy to all beings. In this, you find true peace. This Zen principle of mindful joy invites you to live each day with the peace you've found, awakening to happiness with each dawn, like a coastal sunrise, renewing the shore. Some traditions believe joy requires meditative presence to cultivate, while others see it as a natural state when you embrace life's flow. Tara's lesson to Mira reflects this. The dawn's light, like a joyful heart, brings peace when you live it fully. Its glow a guide to timeless joy, like a sandpiper dancing at the water's edge, helping you sleep deeply and awaken with a radiant spirit. What does this mean for you? Mira's wonder mirrors your own when you seek to sustain peace in daily life, perhaps wondering how to hold on to calm amidst routine, how to live the lessons you've learned, like a seeker longing for lasting joy. The coastal dawn, its light touching each wave with warmth, is like mindful joy. It invites you to awaken each day with the peace you found, letting each sunrise renew your heart, like a wild flower blooming with the light, guiding you to rest deeply and awaken with happiness. Zen teaches that joy isn't a distant goal, but a daily practice, like a sandpiper dancing in the moment, allowing you to sleep with a radiant heart and rise with a joyful spirit, as if each day is a new beginning. Tara's lavender wildflower, vibrant with dawn's dew, shows that joy begins with being, breathing, feeling the light within. Its softness, a spark of happiness, like a single note in a morning song. Her dawn-lit presence, one with the shore's calm, embodies a life of daily joy. Each sunrise, a new awakening, like a wave kissing the sand. The shore's blooming cliffs, scented with flowers, mirror your capacity to awaken to joy each day, each breath a chance to live with peace. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditation to cultivate joy. Others, the spontaneous happiness of each new dawn. Both paths lead to the same shore. Joy whispers peace, like a dawn lighting your heart. As you rest here, let your breath be the dawn's light, soft and warm, rising in this moment's quiet. Can you sense a longing to sustain peace? Perhaps a worry about daily life, a desire to hold this joy? Notice it gently, like a wave on the shore. What sensations stir? A quiet ache, a warm hope? Let them drift, like flowers in the breeze. You might reflect on how to carry this peace forward as Mira did. What would it feel like to awaken each day with joy, to find peace in this breath, like a sandpiper's dance at dawn? No need to answer. Let the question dissolve, like dew in the light. As sleep wraps you closer, your breath grows softer, each inhale a dawn, each exhale a release. Thoughts float by, waves passing without weight. Let them go. The shore holds you, its silence a lullaby. Carry this joy into your dreams, where light shines within and without. End of script. May you find peace and rest